I like for our audience to understand what your experience was being the only black kid in a white school. Not the only one, but just being a inner city kid going into a private school setting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's man. So going to Germantown Academy was a lot of people got a lot of different misconceptions and ideas about even how I ended up there. A lot of people think that I went there for sports. He had a vision and he used to always tell me, like, I want to put you in an environment where these are people and this is an environment that you're gonna have to deal with at some point in your life. I wasn't the only black kid there, but I was one of the few. And it was just one of those situations where my pop really wanted to put me in a different environment and put me and challenge me in a different way. So that was just a part of the reason why I went to GA. I was paying full tuition. Pop had to grind and pay full tuition. So it was a challenge, dog, but it was something where I learned a lot, Fats. I learned how I can challenge myself and I learned how to be a different version of myself. I was like, if I get accepted here and pass this test, I'm coming here. And I never forget the very first day of school, Fats, I cried like a baby. My mom did not want me to go because our family was giving her pressure on the other side. Like, why he going to school with the white people or going to school in that neighborhood? I remember that first day crying. And my mom came to my room and was like, what you crying for? I said, I don't want to go to school with these white people. Never forget that. Don't go and tell your mom something. And you told me something different the other day. So he brought that thing and he's like, you going to school and I don't want to hear that white person talk. And they put me in my Urkel outfit and I went to school that day, dog. So he really sacrificed a lot for me to be in that situation. So I was going to leave that school every year, Fats, every year because of academics, because of socially, and because of the finances. They had to go together. They had to do all these different things. So everybody really invested in me, dog. That's why I always felt it was pressure on me to make sure I performed and stayed with it, because a lot of people changed their lifestyle just because I went to that school and that was my pop's vision. So that was a lot, man. But there's a lot, man, that I would like to touch in on that environment, because a lot of people think they can send their kids to a private school and think it's all good. You go to private schools, you get exposed to the most things that you've never been exposed. All right, I'm in sixth, seventh grade. So I was exposed to a lot. And if it wasn't for certain things and certain support from that school, I could have went off the wrong, because my parents didn't know. But the school really helped and supported me to get through a lot of those things and some of those experiences that I was exposed to.